Illegal land allocation has continued to be one of the most common problems facing most councils in the country. In Ndola, on the Copperbelt province, the local authority is alleged to have illegally allocated land earmarked for the construction of the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium car park and Zambia Railway's land behind the Ndola Golf Club to individual developers. This prompted Copperbelt Permanent Secretary to conduct an inspection of the said land, where he found new infrastructure being put up. However, the council and the people that have bought the land had conflicting statements on the matter.
The car park was left for that, but just a lot of encroachment which is happening there. But if we go there and we call those people who are owning those plots, so far I'm sure they've got no proper papers from the council.
I was given this plot by the council, and they were got all the documents and the drawings approved by the council.
The development has saddened the permanent secretary.
People are building illegally, but we would want to see the letters of offer from the council, because it appears the council is playing double standards. On the one hand, they are busy denying; on the other hand, they are busy offering. They are busy giving people letters of offer. I just want to appeal to ACC to say let them also include such kind of investigations. So we'll be talking about illegal land allocation from January to December, and things will never be stopped if the council itself, on one hand, pretends to say they are not aware of what is happening when they are actually aware of what is happening by way of offering people those letters.
One could only hope that issues surrounding illegal land allocation could be addressed once and for all if the country is to see meaningful planned development. Ethel Chanda, ZANIS News, Ndola.
In its continued efforts of providing quality healthcare services closer to the people, government is constructing 650 health posts across the country. In Lusaka province, however, construction of the health post in some areas of Lusaka is being affected by some challenges. Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Stad Mwale made a fact-finding visit to 3 proposed sites where construction of the health post has failed to kick off due to land wrangles. In Luwa Ward in Chalala area, it was discovered that illegal structures are being built on the proposed site. Mr. Mwale, who is also Lusaka Province Physical Planning Authority chairperson, expressed sadness at a development and has warned land developers to follow laid-down procedures.
But my appeal to people is that only spend your money, only build where you've got building permission. And that building permission should come from the Lusaka Planning Authority, where I'm a chairperson. But you see, other people, when they see that people have moved in and they're demolishing a structure, they'll take it, maybe this government is not kind. This government is not kind. Take, for instance, like this person has built, wants to build a house. This is the one to build a church. But then, this is an area that is marked for a market, and where we're supposed to do a clinic. So with this in mind, I'm appealing to all people in Lusaka, all the people in Lusaka. Don't spend your money where you do not have building permission.
And Luwa Ward Councillor Humphrey Kapapula explained to the Permanent Secretary the challenges hampering the health post project in Chalala.
As things stand now, the land was reverted back to council, and the council sat in its meeting to resolve that it was going to be reserved for a market site. We went to a council as a community, as representatives, and requested that council gives us part of the land, half of the land, to build a clinic, which was approved in full council, that half of the land is given to the community for the clinic.
The Permanent Secretary and his entourage also visited Malata area in Kabulonga Ward, where it was learned that a proposed site for the health post belongs to Ministry of Education. In Karikiriki compound, residents expressed conflicting views on having a health post in the area.
Valesa pano vanasana tita naseta pano kuti pakhali clinic ndipo metifunesa kuti pano pakhali clinic ground ya vana iyi avalekere pano pakhali clinic.
ZANIS reports in Lusaka.
The issue of infrastructure development is of great importance to government, especially in new districts of the country. Luano district in Central Province is one of the new districts where development works are going on. Areas which used to be bushes here are now being cleared and prepared for infrastructure development. This is the office of the District Commissioner in Luano. In the next 12 months, the District Commissioner and other government officers will move into new modern offices. A new district administration block is being constructed here. It will have at least 32 offices which will accommodate various government departments. A Zambian contractor has been engaged to build the administration block. Not far from here, another Zambian contractor is building a post office and associated external works. Yesterday, President Edgar Lungu left his office in Lusaka to embark on a fact-finding mission concerning development in Luano district. The president was happy to find that some Zambian contractors were producing high-quality work.
The quality of work looks good. I'm not an expert, but if this is the kind of work that you are doing, then you deserve the 20%, much talked about 20%, even more. Because what is putting us off is the quality of work of some of our local or Zambian contractors. They do very shoddy works such that we find it very difficult to advocate for the increase of the quota that we have allocated. So if you continue doing like this, I'm sure what I'm seeing from a layman's observation is good enough. And if you continue like this, we can say 50-50, why not? And I'm glad that you are still on schedule. And we pray that come January next year when we visit, we'll find these structures really complete.
Earlier, President Lungu held a meeting with Senior Chief Mboloma, Chiefs Chikupili, Chembe, Kanyesha, and Mulungwe, all of Luano district. Through Senior Chief Mboloma, the traditional leaders presented their message to the president.
And from here, from Mbosha to that's why twalombere fwe bashamfumule bantu besuka kyawebo maliwene tata lingalomba tibombo mtende mwila umfesha kumfa awe.
President Lungu has since assured these traditional leaders that government will work towards making all areas accessible in the district.
We don't want to be bringing development which is not synchronizing with the people's urgent desires. We have done roads, we are trying to open up these roads countrywide, but I notice coming here that we are a bit slow in that part of infrastructure development. I'd like to assure you that the RDA chairman is here, Mr. Samuel Mukupa. He will take note of what roads we can give priority to open up this area urgently. I know that you have needs for medical services, you have needs for schools, you have needs for all other social amenities, but to access those and for government to bring medicine, to bring doctors, to bring nurses requires that this area be connected to other parts of Zambia, like Kawe, Samba, Pemposhi, Kushi, and so on, so that these people who will be brought here to come and work don't feel deprived and abandoned.
Kalwe Hanzuki in Luano district.
Transport and Communications Minister Kapembwa Simbao says he is not impressed with the works done by the Indian company tasked to remanufacture the locomotive equipment at the Zambia Railways Limited. After touring the workshops in Kabwe, Mr. Simbao, who seemingly was disappointed with the going-ons, said most of the machinery at the company is old and inert, and a lot has to be done to revive it to its glorious days.
Seen anything to be impressed. Maybe next time I'll see something. Right now there's nothing I've seen to be impressed. I think that's an unfair question on me. But I haven't seen anything.
Are you convinced?
Frankly speaking, if you had to ask me, I don't know why they're doing it. I think they need money to get things moving.
And the minister has promised the workers at the Zambia Railways Limited that they will be paid the $5,100,000 owed to them by the railway systems of Zambia during the first quarter of next year. Addressing the workers during an interactive meeting, Mr. Simbao says his ministry is currently trying its best to ensure that the workers who served under the royal systems of Zambia for a period of over 9 years are settled.
This money, I'll fight very hard that we are paid in the first quarter of 2016. That means between January and March, going forward, the company that you are working for now will have to show a very different characteristic. A very different characteristic. You have to be in it.
ZANIS reports in Kabwe Central Province.